And it is my great privilege and pleasure to welcome you tonight and to honor these graduates. Now, would everyone please rise and honor our 2013 graduates and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Again, welcome and thank you for helping us recognize these wonderful graduates. I would like to introduce our guests on stage with me tonight. Immediately to my left is our guest speaker, Mr. John Coffill from Santa Fe College. To his left, we have the chairman of the school board of Alachua County, Dr. Gunnar Paulson. To his left, the assistant superintendent for Alachua County Public Schools, Mrs. Karen Clark. And next to Mrs. Clark is the supervisor of adult education specialist, Mr. Mike Sanders. Dr. Paulson is a huge supporter of adult education in Alachua County. He has another engagement tonight. He has to get to a IB graduation at Eastside, but when he heard about this, he wanted to come here first. So he's going to have to depart, but I'd like to give him an opportunity to say a few words to everyone. And so if everyone would give Dr. Paulson a nice round of applause. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Charles is one of my students, and he's done well. I see one of my ex-ball players in the audience who played center field pitch for me. Glad to see him. So anyway, I really do. I support adult education for a number of reasons. I think it is a great program that I'm so proud of. I see out here ready to graduate with your diplomas from GED diplomas, that it opens up a new world to you. You can go to college now. And when you go to college, you can end up getting a degree or learn something that will help you make more money in this world and have a better way of life. So that's why I think GED is important. I also know that it's a struggle. Some of you do it when you're working out in the work world and come back. You should be applauded. We should applaud you for your perseverance to want to make yourself have an education through the GED. I'm reading some stuff by some educators right now. People give education, say, in the United States, we don't graduate with so many people. If you count things like GED and other forms of education that we give people diplomas, we are the #1 country in the world for people in the age group of 17 to 24 graduating from high school. I don't think too many people realize that. That's why this program is so important. That's why, as long as I'm on the school board, you'll have a supporter there that will make sure this program will always be there and hopefully grow even bigger because of the great things it does for children and for adults. So, from there, I'm going to tell you that you'll have a great speaker. You what I understand, and tell you what it's like to go through the program and what you can do once you get through the program. I wish I could stay and shake every one of them to their hand. I have a daughter that teaches in the adult education program, and she tells me stories all the time that really make me proud of what we do here in Electric County. So, again, I wish I could shake your hand and stay up here. Sometimes we just don't have enough time in the day to do everything we have to do in the school district. So please forgive me and excuse me when I leave here this afternoon. I'm not trying to be solely by leaving early. I just made a point that I thought I should be here to support the occasion. I hope you enjoy yourself afterwards and be proud of yourselves. Look in the mirror tonight and say, I did it. Look in the mirror tonight and say, I did it. Thank you very much for letting me have the moment to speak. I guess Speaker, John, I know you do a great job. John and I are from the same county and stuff. I always have to do the same. So I know you do a great job. You guys have a great time. Go out and do something afterwards with your families and say it again. I did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Paulson. Our guest speaker today, we're very honored this evening to have as our commencement speaker, Mr. John Coffill. As you'll see, we almost couldn't have a more appropriate speaker for you tonight. He was born in Tampa. He went to school in Pompano Beach. He moved to Gainesville in 2001. Like all of you, though, he went through the adult education program and also has his GED diploma. He started working, met his wife, got married in 1999, has 3 children. He continued to work, and then he and his wife decided, I'm sorry, I got a little ahead of myself, to have a family. It is then that Mr. Coffill realized he needed to get more education to support his family, so he enrolled at Santa Fe College in 2010, and he continues there to this day pursuing his education. He's a great example of how you can achieve your goals and dreams. He's definitely qualified to speak to us tonight, so if you would, please join me in giving a warm round of applause for our guest speaker, Dr.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations. Everyone, please give everyone here a round of applause. You guys should be proud of yourself for achieving this milestone in your life and achieving this goal. So now that you've achieved this milestone, what are you going to do? Do you guys have a plan? Do you have a goal and do you have a plan to achieve your goals? Anyone want to give some feedback on what your goals are? You want to go to college? There you go. All right. Do you have a plan on how you want to achieve that goal? What's your plan? There you go. See, that's the part of goal setting is creating that plan. And creating that plan, like for myself, when I went to Santa Fe College, I knew that I needed to be there. And that was pretty much it. I just showed up with my best friend of mine. Started at Santa Fe is very similar in life to where I am. And I knew if he could do it, I could do it. Because when I got my GED, for some reason, I felt like I had missed the opportunity to go to college because I didn't graduate high school traditionally like most everyone else in high school. So I just figured that my opportunity to go to college was over and I was just going to work the rest of my life. But it got to the point to where I couldn't support my family anymore, working 2 jobs. And I realized that all I was doing is creating a Band-Aid on my situation. I needed to get education so I could garner a higher income and support my family. So when I went to school, what my expectations are is that, okay, I went to school, where's my job? Where's my job? I was there, and that's what I expected, because I had no plan. I knew that I needed to go to college, and at Santa Fe College, there's so many resources and so many opportunities available that showed me there's a whole lot more to higher education than just getting a better job, just creating more revenue for your family. So that's why I decided to go back to school. And then during my first semester there's a program there. It's called Pathways to Persistence. And in that program, they focus on civic engagement, which I did not know what civic engagement was. Leadership development. I knew what a leader was, but was I really a true leader? Was I a leader in my community? Was I a leader at home? Was I a leader in my employment? Also, emotional quotient, which I had no idea what emotional quotient was. And developing all three of those things within the program at Santa Fe College, I opened up my worldview and I changed myself. I went through a metamorphosis when I at Santa Fe College that changed who I am and my worldview. I was an egocentric thinker, just thought of myself and my family. You know, I'm going to school and everyone else is on their own. For me to be out helping other people or me to be involved in some type of civic engagement, that wasn't even anywhere near what I was thinking about. But Santa Fe College and Pathways to Persistence and the environment there, what it taught me was the importance of that. The importance of helping other people. Like today, I'm here to share with you with my story in order to hope that would help you and inspire you to realize that those goals are very attainable. Through my coursework at Santa Fe College, I wanted to be part of the honors program. I wanted to do a lot of things. And slowly but surely, what I realized that it's all a process. Showing up to Santa Fe College and showing up and saying, where's my job? It doesn't work that way. It's all a process. It's about achieving your goals and creating a plan. So you achieve your goals, you have a plan, something happens, life happens, and you need to pivot your plan. So understanding that and pivoting your plan and changing your goals during that process is very important. And that's what I've done all through my college career since the past 2 years. And since then, I've graduated with highest honors at Santa Fe College. I've been involved with International Honor Society. Studied abroad in Ukraine. And I had no idea that any of those things were possible, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I didn't even think I could go to college. Even though I had a GED, but I just mentally thought it wasn't something for me. And developing my emotional quotient and being able to communicate with other people has changed, like I said, has changed who I am. I'm able to express my feelings and I'm able to recognize other people's behavior and understand how I need to communicate with other people, which helps me within my career as being a manager in business. So, where you guys are sitting, I was just this last Friday, I graduated with my associate degree from Santa Fe College. Now I'm in the bachelor program of organizational management at Santa Fe College, and it's full steam ahead, and I'm doing everything I can to be engaged. I'm doing everything I can to be involved. And I want to let you know that it's possible, it's completely obtainable. Whether you go to Santa Fe College or some other college, or if you decide not to go to college, the importance is setting goals and creating a plan to achieve those goals. So, as I said, how I changed through the program there at Santa Fe College, and I developed, and I went through the metamorphosis. There's one thing I want to share with you today, that it was a poem that I wrote during that time when I was in the program. The assignment in the program was statue, whatever you want to do to describe yourself. So I racked my brain over that. I didn't know how to describe myself because I didn't know who I was. Because I never worked on myself my whole adult life. For whatever reason it was, I never thought about why I reacted a certain way to certain stimulus. You know, why did I communicate in a certain way? But when you think about that, when you think about why I react a certain way to a circumstance, that's working on yourself. That's working on your emotional quotient. That's working with communicating your interpersonal communication skills, talking within yourself, and understanding how you communicate and why you communicate. So, this poem came to me, like I said, it was describing myself, what it was about, and I didn't know what I was going to do. Like I said, I didn't know how I was going to describe myself. So the night before I was to share this poem with the class and the program, I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning, and all of a sudden a phrase came to my head, and I was like, well, that sounds kind of good, maybe I'll write a poem. I don't know. So I went back to sleep, and again, I woke up again, and another phrase came to my head. And I said, you know what, I'm going to write this down. So I started writing this down, and 2 hours later, I had wrote this poem, and I knew it was from God, and I was just pouring out of my heart. That God, this was the start of the change in my life. This was the start of dealing with why I dropped out of high school. Why did I get my GED? Why did I never go back to college? It stemmed from a lot of building up walls and not communicating with other people. So this poem is what I call Persist, Persist, Persist. Get started, young boy, and do what you're told. Mama will teach you right. Mama ain't here. Mama gotta work. I'll figure this out on my own. Persist, persist, persist. My daddy don't want me. I'm a broken mess. I don't even know it yet. You think I look funny? You don't know who I am. I won't let you. I built tall walls. Nobody's getting in. I'll fight to keep everyone out. So get married, young man, and do the right thing. Here's a wife and a kid. Learn quickly. Here's a wife and a kid. Hold on. I don't know how to love you. Learn quickly, because here's another and another. A sister and a brother. I'll figure this out on my own. Persist, persist, persist. Work real hard. That's what I know how to do. Because I don't know how to love you. Every day is routine, just grinding it out. This ain't the life for me. I go to college and get a good job. Yeah, man, that's where I need to be. I found lots of people that want to help. Yeah, man, this is where I want to be. Persist, persist, persist. Expand my mind and learn to think. Make a change and leave my mark. I'm 35 years old, I'm ready to start. Don't feel sorry for me. God laid it out. God Almighty, without doubt. With God's guidance, I'll continue on. Pathways to persistence is a new dawn. Persist, persist, persist. That poem was life-changing for me, and ever since then, ever since the Pathways to Persistence program, I've just been developing leaps and bounds. And this poem has been able to help other people as well. I submitted this to the literary magazine at Santa Fe College, and it was published. Like I said, I had no idea 2 years ago that all these things were possible. And all these things are possible for each and every one of you. Don't think that you can't do anything because you have a GED, or you can't achieve the same goals as other students that have diplomas. You can go to college, you can get your associate, your bachelor's, your master's, your doctorate. I mean, that's the path that I'm on. And I had no idea. And right now, I'm on the path to get my bachelor's, and then after that, I get my master's. So I want to leave with you today to let you know that set your goals, create a plan to achieve your goals, and always thinking about how, when life occurrences come up, how you can pivot and change your plan to achieve your goals. Because life is what it is, and doesn't go according to plan. You know, you have to pivot, be able to pivot, and you have to know when to pivot. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you, Mr. Coffill. Also, that Pathways to Persistence program, there's literature in the lobby that you can get, and they help you through your next stage of life, helps you in school, people that are just dedicated to helping you. That's their job. So I think you should maybe grab one of their cards on your way out, help you on that next stage of your life. Well, every one of these graduates has endured a lot. They've met challenges, they've overcome obstacles, they've fallen down, but most importantly, they've gotten back up. We will now present your diplomas. spot this evening. Graduates, I'm just so proud of you as your chief examiner. I mean, you were once standing in front of a beautiful and massive building, but all the doors were locked.
Yeah.
You now have the key. And it's a master key. Unlocks all the doors. Nobody gave it to you either. Remember that. Nobody gave it to you. You earned it. Nobody can ever take it away from you. But now you gotta use it. Use that key. Use that key to get a better job, learn a trade, go to college, join the military. Use it to have a fulfilling and rewarding life. Don't leave the key in your pocket. Go out, open those doors that were once locked. Now, I have one last thing to do. Would all graduates please rise?